Hey, I just wanted to chat you through this really cool little exercise that I came up with to really elicit your values. So, if you've done some work on our brand Lighthouse, or if you just really want to get to the bottom of what your business values are, I came up with a fun little game. I like to call it the index card game because, like I've said before, I don't spend long naming my teaching frameworks. So what I've done is go and buy some of these little index cards from Officeworks or wherever and lay them out on a big desk in front of you. And I want you to write down on every single one of them something that really speaks to you, something that you do naturally for fun, for energy, that you just really love doing. So some of mine, for example, were standing in the bush, growing food, just all of the things that kind of interest you. I love being in rainforests. That's probably a little bit like the bush, but it's a different energy for me. Drinking gin and tonics on the balcony in the sun. Swimming. 80s karaoke. The ritual of getting a coffee. Vintage recipes. I love thumbing through vintage recipe books. And then I love watching this series on Netflix called *Halt and Catch Fire*, and I love the song *Empire State of Mind*. So for me, that's just a small snapshot. I did about probably 7 times more cards than that to elicit my own values, but that's just a small snapshot of what some of my values are. But not values, but things that interest me are. So in order to elicit my values, I found that when I stood in front of all those index cards, they naturally grouped together somehow. And in this case, as I was kind of staring at these, this was the natural group that they kind of fell in. And I was standing there staring at them and I thought, well, now what does that mean to me? Standing in the bush and growing food, what do they mean to me? And it only you can answer that question. Only you can put a title above that. But for me, those ones really meant making space for calm. So having sort of some, space, energy for calm. These ones here really felt to me these ones here are kind of that creation of ritual. That's what that kind of felt like to me. And essentially, I guess there was also some other cards in there that really felt like vulnerability to me and courageousness. These guys here felt like having energy for fun. This was all about expansion for me. And this guy, what was he all about? He was about, being connected to good. Actually, no, I lie. It was these ones that were connected to good. But anyway, you get the point. I don't know how gin and tonic's connected to good. Do you? Nah, me neither. So I'm pretty sure I got those 2 wrong. But anyway, these cards need to go there. They need to go there. But anyway, I got to the point where I was like, oh, okay, there's a kind of theme here. I'm just going to jump back over this side. So when I looked at that, I was like, okay, so my absolutely one of my values is that kind of calming energy in my life. Being connected to good is crucial. Fun is crucial. Ritual is crucial. Expansion and growth is absolutely critical for me. And so once I'd really named those things, I could start to, and when I stand there looking at all those index cards, I'm sort of looking over there because in my studio, that's where they're pinned on the wall. If I stand in front of those and stare at those cards, I absolutely can feel kind of in an earthy, connected, grainy kind of way, exactly who I am and what I stand for. So I know that if you go through this process too, you'll start to really extract what your brand is, what your personal brand is. You can do exactly the same process for your business. If you've got business partners, you might actually go through that process and it could be different for each of you. And so, take yourself through this process. You'll really be able to elicit out those values. And if you're doing work on the brand Lighthouse, then you want to whittle that down to the 3 most important values that you're conveying through to your client in any given interaction with them. So that is my little values exercise.